I want to move on slightly from this conversation. You play Liverpool, they're on the way. Take a little listen to this clip.
City or Arsenal win the league.
My original answer was I want to see Arsenal win the league over City. However, someone made a great point which made me change my mind. It took Liverpool 30 years and Jurgen Klopp to come and absolutely transform the whole club for us to win one league title. If Arsenal have one fluke season under fucking Arteta and manage to win it, I think it will diminish Liverpool's achievements. Given what Liverpool and Man City have done these last few years, Arsenal just coming like this when Liverpool and Man City are having an off season. Think that the one season we had a blip. Every season where Liverpool are going hard at it, so Man City. Fucking Man City slip up this season and are a little bit shit.
You see why I keep saying that people are scared of Arsenal? And people keep thinking I'm making this up for effect. Listening to that, he thinks that City are having a blip. He's put City in with their blip, which is hilarious. He said that every time Liverpool go for the title, City are amazing. They weren't the year they won the damn league. And he's saying you're fluking it. They are shitting themselves about playing you this weekend, bruv. They are shitting themselves.
Mate, they are. I'm just more happy that he, well, not happy. I'm just, no, he's a Scouser from Liverpool. He supports Liverpool from Liverpool. Big up to him. Yeah. Fair play to him. He probably goes every week as well, so good luck to him, yeah? But at the same time, we're not. We're top of the league because we're the best team in the league at the minute, Terry. After all these games that we've played, we have been the best team to watch. Yeah, we've got the most points on the board. And I see the video you did the other day where I think, other than the Centurions, we've got more points at this stage than any other City team.
Yes.
Yeah, but then when you look at City's points total this season, they're only about a point or 2 points away from their average. So they're not having a blip or having a poor season, and they're still on for a treble. So what's he chatting about? Like, what is he chatting about? And he's just worried, man. He is literally just worried, yeah, like that we're going to come to Anfield and pull their pants down, yeah, and he's fuming. Right? And listen, it's his opinion. He can say what he wants, right? But at the end of the day, if we do win the league, which I still think we will, yeah, then they know they're getting it, and they know our fan base are mouthy online, even if we don't win anything every year. So can you imagine the dramas Liverpool fans are going to face going forward if we win the league? Their team's crap now. Their manager looks finished at that club. The players look dusted. And now we go and win the same amount of titles as their greatest manager, yeah, in Premier League history. Mad, isn't it? They're all shitting their pants. It's hilarious.
Mate, again, I've been criticised all year. Like, no one's scared of Arsenal. Then why are you saying that on camera? And the amount of Liverpool fans in the last month that have started to come for Arsenal has been crazy. I've seen so many. And I didn't really get it because you're not rivals. You've never had, maybe in the late 80s, but for 30 years, you haven't had a rivalry. You haven't had, Arsenal Liverpool has not been a thing the majority of my life, especially my adult life. And now out of the blue, they're coming for you. You saw the journalist post. Did you see the journalist post that came out? No. Oh, my word. This guy came out. He's actually nauseating. Basically said that everyone's had a blip. That's why you are where you are. The referees have helped you. You've had no injuries. He said you fluked it.
It sounds like a top gooner when we're doing bad.
Hey, honestly,
it sounds like a top gooner. Do you know what? Can I just say, we are 30 points ahead of them. 30. To put that into perspective, Palace have 30 points.
Mate, this is what he said. He said here, he goes, the fact that so much has gone for the Gunners this season, lack of injuries, trouble at their rivals, general officiating decisions. This is the best one. This is the best one. This is from Ian Doyle, the chief Liverpool reporter for the Echo. So this isn't some no mark. This guy's writing an article for millions of people who are going to read this. Millions of Liverpool fans. He then goes on to say, teams haven't taken Arsenal seriously. That's why you're top. You're top because no one takes you seriously.
Okay, so we're only 2 goals behind Man City. Yeah, we've got the second best defense in the league after Newcastle. Yeah, we've got 4 or 5 different goal scorers that we can say have had, like Martinelli, top goal scorer, Saka, quality, scoring loads of goals. Yeah, Odegaard's chipping in with goals, double digits, I think, this season. Granit Xhaka's chipping in with goals, 3 and 3. Yeah, in his last few games. Yeah, and like we're getting good goals from everywhere now. Yeah, and that's the difference. Like last season or the season, sorry, when Aubameyang and Lacazette were here, we were just relying on them two. Now we're not. Yeah, Liverpool are relying on Darwin or Salah. Yeah, that's it. Where are their goals coming from? Henderson don't score. Fabinho don't score. Thiago's never fit. Who else is going to score? They ain't got any goal scorers. Yeah,
Bro.
and this is the problem. They went out there and bought 80 million quid for noodles up front, and that's now killed off Salah as well. Yeah, these Liverpool fans, right? I have to laugh at them. Yeah, I don't dislike Liverpool. Yeah, and I've enjoyed watching how they've played for the last few seasons. But ultimately, they think they're miles better than they are, and they think that everybody else is crap, and that's why other teams are doing better than them. Oh, it's because this team ain't doing that, and because we fell off, and because of this. No, maybe we're just the best team in the league. Maybe that. Yeah, maybe, just maybe. Yeah, you're all going to cry for the next 10 years because you're going to keep hold of a manager who's falling apart. The club's falling apart. The ownership ain't got any money. Yeah, you got about 7 or 8 players that needs to be binned. They're all over the age of 30. Van Dijk being one of them, doing up ballerina at the weekend again. Right. They need to get rid of Van Dijk. They need to get rid of Salah. I said this to you time ago. Salah, they should have binned him, mate. Yeah, Danny Welbeck.
Why
Did have
Salah?
that debate with yourself.
You still think Danny Welbeck's better than Mo Salah?
They both scored at the weekend, by the way. Do you think Danny Welbeck would have done any worse in Liverpool's team this season? Like, real talk.
Yes, he would have done. He's not on Mo Salah's level. But why do you think Mo Salah should be sold?
Because he's finished. He's dusted. Get rid. They're paying him how much? They've literally put all of their eggs in the Salah basket, and the guy is finished. And the problem they have is he was never that great anyway. Yes, he's got a great output, Terry. Yeah, but he was never that great anyway. It was the system of Liverpool, the Gengen press and all this crap, yeah, that was making him look better than he was and suffocating teams high up the pitch. And if you win the ball high up the pitch 10 times in a game and it falls to Salah 4 of them, he's getting a couple of goals. That's it. Now, all of a sudden, they've run out of legs. Their inhalers have stopped working. They can't rejig them because we've got them down at the Emirates now. Yeah, and we're doing all this pressing. And all of a sudden, he ain't the man anymore, is he? Yeah, which is why Klopp ain't the man, because Klopp has not adapted to what he's got in front of him. How is James Milner still playing for that football club in 2023? And James Milner, fair play to him, model professional, 37 years old, he can play everywhere, cool. But he shouldn't be there. Henderson shouldn't be there. Trent's one of the worst right-backs, if not the worst right-back I've ever seen. Oh, yeah, but he spams 3 billion crosses a season and gets 1 assist. Everyone jizzes. Who cares?
The worst
he can't defend. His job's to defend.
So what is your take on Liverpool fans that say he revolutionised the right-back position?
Mate, they must have been on them fucking inhalers as well. Like, real talk. Real talk. What are you talking about? Mate, I've seen Cafu, Dani Alves.
Gary Neville.
What are they talking, Terry? About he revolutionised? What? So basically, what you're saying is, because he can't defend, yeah, and they allow him to not defend, but they were getting away with it, and he was spamming 3 billion crosses a game, nicks 1 assist, scores the odd free kick every 6 months. That's revolutionary. Yeah, they're more deluded than I thought.
Look, Liverpool fans are having a tough year. No, I say that because
the way you said that was hilarious.
I say that because I like these guys had a parade and celebrated winning the Carabao Cup like it was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and they're entitled to do it. This year, they're angry that and said it was embarrassing for Man United to do the same thing. They have slagged off teams for years for paying huge salaries. They've started doing it, isn't working. And they're fuming. They acted like they were never going to pay huge amounts of money for players, and then they drop £150 million on 2 new attackers. They know their manager is not going backwards, but maybe has come to the end of the road. Their star players are burning out. Fabinho. And the matter is they're not even burning out 33, 34, 35. They're burning out late 20s. Like, they have been burnt out by this manager, and they look at Arsenal. Young.
This is the same team. Sorry to cut in here. This is the same team that tried to put a Champions League and a league title together as part of a double, and they've got the audacity to talk about everyone else. No. And then they were doing it. It was almost like you were at the Oscars or something. The way they were walking each player out with a spotlight on them, one at a time. Jordan Henderson, Mohamed Salah gets in the bin.
But
it's in the bin, man.
It's this case of, someone here said it was 2 cups, Terry. It was 2 cups, but Man United are still in the FA Cup. Why should we not celebrate? There's pictures. Just look at the pictures of how you celebrated winning it against Chelsea. You had every right to then criticize Man United is only because by the way, if Liverpool are top of the league, they'd be leaving Man United alone. They're just in pain right now, Liverpool fans. And they'll probably start writing in the comments section 7-0. But
Right
Yeah,
on cue.
yeah, exactly. Seven's the right number. You're 7 points off the Champions League places. That hurts you a lot more.
Mm.
And they just,
Do you know what's going to hurt them even more is the fact they ain't even going to get in a title race for at least the next 7 years.
mate, they could. Liverpool with no new owners, with Newcastle, Man United, City, Arsenal. And this is why they're hating on Arsenal right now. Because Arsenal were the banter club for 10, 15, 20 years. And a manager who everyone called a cone boy has developed a team without doing what Klopp had to do. Klopp went out and bought world record transfer fee on a goalie, world record transfer fee on a centre-back, spent huge amounts of money in that season. Arsenal have kind of done it. They spent money, by the way, Arsenal. There's no doubt about it. But they bought Zinchenko and Jesus, who are looked at as like bench players. They bought in
the same price as Van Dijk, by the way.
Yeah, they bought in Odegaard, who was seen as, he didn't make it at Real Madrid. They obviously developed, they bought young Martinelli. They developed young Saka as an example. The Saliba situation. They've done it in a different way, Arsenal. And in the summer, they're probably going to go out and spend big money to maintain what they've built. But this Arsenal team is going nowhere. And that is the big issue. I see Liverpool fans all week saying, you'll be a Leicester, you'll be a one trophy wonder in the Prem. That's you. That is you, Premier League-wise. And you're projecting your fears. You're projecting your fears that you are not going to challenge for a Premier League title for many years by trying to downplay how good Arsenal are. But the realization has hit home. And on that podcast, Liverpool fans will hate that podcast. And they'll hate that podcast because he's speaking the truth. They are petrified of Arsenal. Not the individual game and playing you per se, but what you may win this year and what you may go on to do. Because what they've tried to do is over-index their achievements. It's done brilliant to win all four trophies.
That's because they're insecure, Terry. Because
sorry, let me finish the point. They've won all 4 trophies in 7 years, and it's brilliant. But if you actually go back through their history, they've had more trophyless seasons than not under Jurgen Klopp. And they've tried to over-index it and fit him and slide him into this, first of all, the Pep Klopp era. No, it's the Pep era. Then they tried to slide him into the great conversations with the Sir Alexes of this world and everybody else. Bro, you're not there. You're very good. You're very good, but you're not there. And they're worried about you guys. And I'm looking forward to this Sunday, bro, because...
Do you know what's funny?
I think you'll pam them.
I think we'll beat them as well. But do you know what's funny, Terry? Yeah? If we win the league, well, then Arteta's won an FA Cup and the league. So it's only a League Cup and a Champions League behind Klopp's whole legacy at Liverpool, isn't he? This is why they're shitting their pants. Like, listen, I don't think we'll win the Champions League in my lifetime. I may be wrong, but we could still win another cup here and there. We might even win a league again. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So this is why they're crapping it, because they know they're finished. And they know that it could take them another 30 years to win another league, whereas we could be winning another one next season or the season after, or could win it in 10 years' time.
Breaking news, sorry. Mitrovic has been given an 8-game ban for the Kavanagh push. Enough time for him to return against United on the final day.
That's hilarious.
8-game ban he's been given. But listen, look, Liverpool, I'm finding really amusing is seeing them. It's something like the way Arsenal have become public enemy number one. This is how you know their rivalry with City was bullshit as well. This is how you know it's bullshit, because they're not worried about City winning another Prem. So if this is the City Liverpool era, the Pep Klopp era, why would you want City to go 5-1 up on Prems? You wouldn't want it. You wouldn't want it. The reason I want Arsenal winning the league is because I don't want City to get a 3-peat, and I don't want them doing a treble because it impacts my club. City winning the league is far more diminishing than Arsenal equaling your Prem total, because it means your rivals that you've called them.
But this is the problem. They're insecure. They always have to be the victims. They always have to be the insecure victims of, oh my God, let's force a rivalry with City. I heard something you said the other day, about when it was a big Champions League night and they get all lined up in the street and they've got the smoke bombs going off. Why don't they do that when they're at home to Burnley or at home to Bournemouth or at home to this team or that team? Why is it only on certain games? Because they don't believe half the crap they're saying. Yeah, and they think that they're better and bigger than they are. The fact and reality is they've won 1 league in 7 years. That's it.
Please.
That's it. An unknown from Japan came in and did 3 in flipping how many years? 8 years? 8 years.
I look at it from this point of view.
Oh, but the landscape was different back then. No, it weren't. There was one team that we were fighting with, Man United. There was one team they're fighting with, Man City. So what's the difference?
Well, that's
We
the thing,
found
no,
a way to overtopple you at times.
hang on, though, that ain't even true. When Wenger first came in, Newcastle was still a threat. So this is the thing about you're even forgetting that. This is the thing what everyone talks about in this little period we've been in. Pep and Klopp have been great, but it's been a two-horse race in this period. When Jose's teams, Wenger's teams, Fergie's teams were fighting out, there was sometimes two, but often three or four teams that were looked at as potential title contenders. And I've even seen the likes of Simon Jordan play that down. He said the other day that when Fergie was in the Hall of Fame, they said, "Oh, whoa, like he had no one to compete with him. They always spent the most." Man United have only spent the most in the last 30 years. We've only been the highest spenders in any one particular summer 4 times in 30 years. They're just people lie and they rewrite history to try and prove modern day points, and it's crazy. And look, I get why Liverpool fans are frustrated, but Liverpool should be backing Arsenal to win the league. How could you want your new rivals, Man City, to go 5-1 ahead of you? It's a nonsense. It's a nonsense. It's crazy, but they are scared of you.